The Young and the Restless, Y and R. Spoilers reveal that Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, could find himself unemployed soon, now that Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, has decided to fold SNA Media into Newman Media to make it one powerhouse division. There are going to be some job swaps and losses. Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, will be in charge of Newman Media once the merger's completed, and it looks like Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, will work under Nikki since she'll be getting a new assignment from her soon. If Audra slides back into the COO spot, then Kyle may get the boot entirely. That could leave Kyle wondering what his next career move should look like, but maybe he'll choose a familiar one. After all, Summer Newman Abbott, Allison Lanier, has no doubt been overwhelmed at Marchetti ever since she took over. This is a tough transition period, especially now that Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan, has left town unexpectedly. Chelsea can still work remotely as Marchetti's creative director and has hired Chloe Mitchell, Elizabeth Hendrickson, to be her second-in-command. However, there are still a lot of personnel changes and logistics issues for Summer to contend with. It would take some of the pressure off Summer if she teamed up with someone who already knew everything there is to know about Marchetti. That's where Kyle could come in. Now that Kyle and Summer have agreed to divorce, they've also agreed to do it amicably. Summer and Kyle want to make this process as painless as possible for Harrison Abbott's, Kellen Enriquez's, sake. Since Summer and Kyle are willing to be civil, perhaps they could apply that same plan to Marchetti now. It would have been a bad idea for Kyle and Summer to work together when their wounds were so fresh, but maybe they could be professional now that they've accepted the end of their marriage. Kyle might offer to come back to Marchetti and help Summer since two CEOs could be better than one in this case. Summer and Kyle could share the top spot as they work to take Marchetti to the next level. Naturally, that could be the start of Kyle and Summer inching their way toward a reunion. It'd be easy for familiar sparks to fly, especially for Kyle since he's been shutting Summer out emotionally. Working with Summer could be a game changer that breaks down Kyle's walls. Not to mention it'd be fun to watch Audra's jealousy boil over. It'd be an interesting direction to take the story, so we'll give you updates if Kyle and Summer become a Marchetti team again. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Summer and Kyle will face some curveballs soon, so stick with Y&R to see if that'll lead to good news for their relationship. Be sure to make CDL your go-to Y&R source for the hottest Young and the Restless spoilers, news, and updates. Daniel will probably admit he's glad Phyllis will avoid prison, but he may think there's more work to be done when it comes to truly turning her life around. It's one thing for Phyllis to say she's going to change, it's quite another for Phyllis to actually do it. As a result, Daniel may be skeptical about Phyllis actually sticking to this new and improved version of herself. Although Daniel will always love Phyllis, Y&R spoilers say he'll proceed with caution and try to avoid getting burned again. That could leave Phyllis extra determined to prove she's worthy of reestablishing a bond with both Daniel and Summer Newman Abbott, Allison Lanier. At Newman Enterprises, Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic, will land in a tight spot. After Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinel, reveals a new demand regarding the Newman Media and Augustus merger, it'll force Nate to work a bit harder. There will be some situation where Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, calls Nate out, so she may push him to admit he has ulterior motives. Nate might stick to his story about Newman Media and Augustus merging to avoid being redundant, but Nikki may suspect there's more going on. Y&R fans know Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, is pushing Nate to make this merger happen to save her career, so he'll try to keep the scandal that could erupt quiet. At some point, Nate will make a rogue move that could put everything in jeopardy, so he'll really be playing with fire at the office. As for Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, he'll land on Sharon Rosal's, Sharon case, bad side again. This could involve Adam pushing Audra as his second-in-command since that's the job she wants in return for her part in all this. Sharon will have a strong hunch that Adam's up to his usual dirty tricks, so she may remind him this was supposed to be a fresh start. It'll be obvious that Adam is still obsessed with acquiring Newman Media, so Sharon won't be happy about that. Once Sharon gets the latest updates, she'll deliver a stern warning.